Hi, this is AJ. Welcome to episode 135 of Here's What I Watched. In this episode, I want to talk about the Helena Zengel and Willem Dafoe movie, The Legend of Ochi, which was written and directed by Isaiah Saxon. I like this movie a lot. I definitely recommend it. It's a fantasy adventure film that I've seen a lot of people compare to things like E.T. and The Dark Crystal. I don't know that I would make those comparisons, but I did think it was a wonderful film and I would absolutely recommend it. And what the movie's about, well, it's about a shy teenage farm girl who lives on a fictional island somewhere in the Black Sea where she lives with her very stern father, and life is defined by the daily routine of the little village they live in and the harsh wilderness that surrounds them. Her father is a hunter who tries to instill in her a deep wariness of the unknown, and he's especially wary of these elusive, mysterious primate like creatures called the Ochi, which he blames for driving away her mother, among other things. But everything changes when the girl stumbles across a wounded baby Ochi abandoned in the wild, and she decides to protect it instead of doing what her father taught her to do. And I can't say I blame her. It's got to be just about the cutest little thing I've ever seen in my life. All done with practical effects, by the way. I don't think there was any CGI used in the movie anywhere at all. So the girl runs away from home to try to reunite the adorable little creature with its family, and of course her father loudly proclaims that she's been abducted by an Ochi and puts together a hunting party to go after her. And it's a perilous journey, but I really found myself rooting for this little girl, and I was totally invested in the story all the way through. Well, there were a couple of things I could have done without. I don't know that I necessarily needed to see her picking her nose or drinking milk right out of the jug, but I was still rooting for her. And the cinematography was pretty great all the way through. The whole thing was shot in Romania, so you had lots of great shots of the mountains and the wilderness, and everything in her village looked great. But even more mundane things like just a parking lot and a supermarket were shot in a really interesting way. Overall, I enjoyed the hell out of The Legend of Ochi, and I would absolutely recommend it. I have to warn you though, if your ears are sensitive to high pitched noises, you might be a little put off by some of the sounds these Ochi make when they communicate.